My name is Shea Thompson, and I'm an assistant strength coach with the football team at the University of Minnesota. I'd like to take time here to give a testimonial to Joseph Johnson at Ultimate Athlete Concepts. I contacted Joseph back in, I think it was 2007. I was working at the University of Nebraska, and he was hosting a seminar with various speakers from the Soviet Union. I think that's Dr. Anatoly Bondarchuk, and some others were speaking at the conference in Michigan, and it kind of sparked my interest. They were releasing a book, Transfer Training, around that time, and a couple of my throwers had asked me if I had heard of it, and kind of sparked my interest, and I started learning more about his books he was putting out back then, and kind of started gradually buying his books throughout those years, and I never really understood fully some of the methods that were being used in some of the books he had put out by Dr. Yesus, and continually contacted him. He told me about the results of what he had seen in these methods, and just recently in this past year or so, I've been in contact with Joseph and kind of learned more about those methods and how he applies them. And this past year, I've utilized them on myself, just experimenting for my athletes. I went from April to early August, and I went through the 1x20 program of Dr. Yesus's, and had some. I mean, I didn't make all the correct decisions in the program initially because I didn't understand it fully enough. And in that time, I knocked off 8/10 off my 100. I'm continuing back through that cycle again. Started again at the end of August, and currently on the 1x20 right now. And also I've utilized this with one of our athletes here, a bigger guy, an offensive lineman. And within the time he has been doing the program, he was on the 1x20 program for 10 weeks. And by the end of the program, he was doing his 20 rep max at anywhere from 70 to 85% of some of his exercises. So he saw a great strength increase, as well as during this time he was running the mile during this time as well, and he initially started out around 14 and a half minutes and finished the cycle at 8:37, so not close to 6 minutes off that. Throughout this time, working with Joseph and talking with him, he's never told me to do anything that hasn't shown a result. So I believe all the books he gives out or sells, and the DVDs all have great information, and it's not information you're going to get anywhere else. So I highly suggest checking out Ultimate Athlete Concepts, and if you have more questions, I highly suggest contacting Joseph Johnson.